Vaibhav this side, and in this video, I want to talk to you about the importance of being disciplined. And even though we know that our ability to be disciplined today will determine the quality of our future, but for some reason, why for the majority of the people it is so difficult to ingrain the habit of being disciplined. We will be discussing the brain based root cause behind it and what are the necessary steps that you can take to be more disciplined so that you can start moving toward your goals. Before I begin, I want to take a minute to announce that I am doing a free giveaway of my book Reality Bending. If you want to enter into the competition to win it, just comment Reality Bending in the comment section. And every single Thursday, I am going to pick one lucky winner to give my book completely free in the ebook format. Also, if you are new on this channel, we talk about personal development, brain science, transformational psychology, spirituality, and ancient wisdom. So if these topics interest you, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I put any new video on the channel. And with that, let's get started with this video. So in this video, I want to talk about importance of being disciplined in your life and why it is difficult for us to be disciplined to achieve our goals. We all know that we must be disciplined. If you don't have discipline in your life, then it will show up in different areas of your life. You will be overweight, you will be broke, and you will be unhappy. So the goal with this video is to understand what motivates our mind and how to reprogram it for the optimized behavior to take the necessary actions so that you can get closer to your goals. So I was introspecting and inquiring within myself about this idea of discipline, and what I have found is that majority of our actions are related to the kind of feelings we have toward the term, and in this case it's discipline. Now what do I mean by that? Well, look at it this way. Every time I think of the word discipline, I observe the image and feeling that pops in my mind. So for most of us, we learned this term discipline in our school. Back then when I was in school, our teacher always used to tell us, hey, be quiet, maintain discipline, don't run here and there, maintain discipline, don't do this, don't do that, class, be disciplined. So whenever I used to think of the word discipline, this image pops in my mind and I get this emotion of being forced to do something, or be dictated by someone else on what I should be doing, right? There is this feeling of you being robbed of your own freedom. This is what this term translated to me in terms of feelings and emotions. Now the way our subconscious mind works is based on the images and feeling. So think of it this way: the same word gym can be realized differently by two different individuals in terms of feeling. So if one person who is fitness freak, for him gym means excitement, happiness, a happy feeling because he loves to work out, while on the other hand, if someone doesn't like to work out, for him gym means hard work, pain and suffering, right? Based on this, the first person is more likely to be disciplined when it comes to going to the gym, right? So the way our mind perceive a certain activity and the expectation of feeling that it may get after doing it largely determines our motivation to carry out that activity. I hope I am making sense here, right? Because the way our mind works is that it tries to move toward pleasure and avoid pain. This is the basic human instinct. Now, what this has to do with being disciplined? So, first of all, what you need to do is that you have to change your relationship toward the act of being disciplined. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, earlier you associating discipline with feeling of pain or something being forced on you. Now you have to understand that being disciplined is actually a form of self-love. Why did I say this? Well, when you are disciplining yourself, when you wake up at the right time, when you go to the gym and do the workout, when you eat healthy and abstain yourself from junk food, when you are disciplining yourself to do what's need to be done to achieve your goals, you are giving yourself the best that you can possibly give to yourself. So rather than looking at act of being disciplined as a punishment, you have to change your relationship with it. and understand that it's actually an expression of love toward yourself. If you can be disciplined today, it will roll over into your future. But the problem with human beings and the way we have been programmed throughout our life from school to work is that we need someone to be standing on our heads for us to be disciplined. If your teacher asks you to keep quiet, you will follow. If your boss asks you to complete the project, you will be disciplined enough to get it completed, right? That's the way we have wired our mind throughout our life. We need some external force to pressurize us to act a certain way, to behave a certain way, right? If you don't discipline yourself to pursue your dreams, someone else will discipline you to pursue their dreams, right? So I want you to keep this in mind. So the point I am trying to make here is that you should change your relationship with the act of being disciplined in your life. Rather than looking at it as a punishment, think of it as a doorway to reach your goals. Think of it as your expression of self-love. One way of doing it, so to give you an example, I used to have a hard time working out in the gym, because every time I think of going to the gym, this picture of feeling pain by lifting those weights and getting tired used to pop up in my mind. But then what I did, I changed my relationship to it. I have consciously started associating working out with image of me having a fit body, me feeling more energetic, having improved mood and living an active life. So when I started attaching these positive images and emotions with the act of working out, I noticed that I started being more disciplined when it comes to working out and going to the gym. By doing this, I was rewiring myself to feel uplifted and happy about doing it. You change your neural connection in your brain and how it relates to the activity itself. First, you have to consciously do this, but over time, with repetition, it will reprogram your subconscious mind to look differently and feel differently about being disciplined in your life to carry out a certain activity. So, this is the absolute key. Understand that our subconscious mind does not understand the logic. The predominant language it uses to communicate is images and feelings and emotions. So, start attaching positive emotions with the act of being loyal toward your actions and being disciplined, and eventually your subconscious mind will have no choice to accept this new programming. Also, the second thing that you can do, which is must to continue this for longer term, is every single day when you put in the work and take the action that you need to take to inch closer toward your goals, reward yourself. Do it every single day. And why this is necessary is because the human mind is mostly wired for instant gratification. So to give an example, if I tell my mind that let's create a video today, and after 6 months or year from now we might have a successful YouTube channel, it's very unlikely that it will follow, because the reward is far away from now. Our mind is mostly wired for reward that it can get today. So my mind will be more leaning toward watching a movie or watching a video or playing games over creating a video, again because it prefers instant gratification. When you train yourself or program your mind to carry out a certain activity and then reward it after completing it today itself, your chances to take the actions increases multifold. So throughout your journey, it shouldn't be all work and no play. Rather, we want to have a perfect balance between being disciplined and rewarding yourself. If you just continue to do the work without properly rewarding yourself, you will just end up being exhausted, which in turn signals your brain not to repeat the activity because of the pain involved in it. So the key here is to reward yourself every single day for doing the action. So for me, when I create a video, I allow myself to go for a walk. When I do workout, I reward myself by watching an episode of my favorite TV series or watching a video. So based on what you like, you should reward yourself, and make sure whatever you are giving yourself as a reward is beneficial for you. Okay, don't reward yourself with pizza after doing your workout, right? Else you will end up being more unhealthy. So choose the reward which is somehow beneficial for you. Use some creativity. By doing that, we are training our mind to be more energetic in carrying out the actions, as now it knows that reward is right away once you are done. So this is the point number 2. And the point number 3, to further instill this habit of discipline deeper and to get things done, is to tailor your environment to the best performance. Make sure your environment is optimized in a supportive way. Try to set a specific time when you are most productive to carry out your activity and make your environment free from any possible distraction. Keep your phone away or put it in silent mode. Ask everyone else not to disturb you when you are doing your work. Also, if possible, carry out your important task when you are most productive, because what happens is that if throughout your day you are doing meaningless things, and when it comes to do the important task, you no longer have the energy left. So if possible, do your important actions first during your day and then carry out other not so important tasks throughout the rest of your day. So personally, for me, I like to do my productive activities in the morning when my energy level is at its peak. So you can figure out what works for you the best and schedule a specific time on daily basis to take the important actions that will take you closer to your goals. And with that, I am concluding this video. Please comment down below to let me know if that was useful, or if you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love and peace.